Today on the list, hit the road for Elton John's farewell tour. Get a whole body workout with boxing. And why grapes are great for your diet.
They're high in fiber, they're high in water, they're high in vitamin K.
Plus, how Disney influences popular baby names.
Parents are looking to give their children names that not everyone in their class has.
But up first, learn the features you don't want in a new car. It's your life, it's your list, and it starts right now.
Hey everyone, I'm Christina Guerrero.
And I'm Jimmy Rhodes. KG, when you buy a new car, you probably have a pretty good idea of what you're looking for. Maybe a compact, maybe a SUV or a sedan. Maybe you know how much you want to spend or even the color.
That's right, but there are a lot of other features that can add up quickly.
Yep, so we're running down the added options that are worth the extra bucks and ones to, well, opt out of. That's our featured story at the top of the list. Want to know how to work your phone? Ask a teenager. Want to know what's in those brats? Ask the sausage maker. And if you want to know the most popular car features, talk to an auto dealer like Whitney Yates Woods of Yates Buick GMC.
How many cars do you sell every year?
Oh, we sell about 2,000-ish.
Okay, so you get a lot of feedback on features.
Right.
Are all features created equal?
Definitely not. Some are a little bit more important than others.
We're running down car feature faves and flops so you can add the features most people like and save some money by skipping the ones people, well, don't like as much. Let's start with the runaway winner at fave number 1, rear backup cameras.
I'm seeing more and more that people can't even drive without it.
Really?
Yes.
So what do they do in driver's training? Do kids just have backup cameras? That's cheating.
I've heard they actually put a piece of paper over it, which is very smart of the instructor.
Smart, yes. They gotta learn. You know, you get a Turo or something, it's not always gonna have it.
Backup cams just make driving easier.
Tighter parking spots, less car accidents. You're not going to accidentally
bump somebody.
Yeah. And it's so clear, it's like you're actually behind your car.
Yeah, those cameras have gotten so good. They're like 4K cameras now.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Our first flop is kind of surprising. It's in-dash GPS.
Really?
I use my phone. What about you?
I'm driving a 2008 hatchback that I got used, but
you have to use your phone.
I gotta use my phone. But what's the advantage of the phone over the built-in one?
The phone updates regularly, so that map's actually going to be more accurate than the car.
And you're used to using it.
Right.
So skip manufacturer GPS and just stick with your phone. The next car feature the customers rave about, adaptive cruise control.
It's kind of like a smarter cruise control. You can set it, you want to go 75 miles an hour, but then you can set how many cars you want to be allowed in front of you. So you can do 2 cars, 3 cars, 1 car, how closely you want to follow that car.
Oh, so then it gives you a pad. So if that car's going like 70 and you have it set to 75, you're not going to bump into the back end.
Exactly, it'll slow you down.
Nice, and then you just lean on the horn and tell that person to get out of the way! Get out, we're doing 75!
The road rage is optional. Just don't confuse adaptive cruise control for autopilot.
You can just sit there, read a book, read a paper.
I don't think you're supposed
watch
to do
a movie.
I don't think they like that.
The next flop is an expensive option to avoid, those backseat entertainment screens.
A lot of kids these days have iPads, to be honest, and a lot of parents preload those with movies and everything you need for a road trip, and it's just not really necessary.
So you're going to have everything you need on your device anyway.
Absolutely. Okay. And your kids are comfortable with their device.
They already know how to swipe and do everything. Okay.
Yeah.
As with the GPS, you're probably just going to stick with a device you already know and love, so don't pay for a redundancy. Let's wrap with one more flop that's persisted for decades, moonroofs.
When you really get to talking to people and you find out about their old car, they never use their moonroof. A lot of us don't open it.
You know who really loves moonroofs?
Who?
Werewolves. So they could just open it up and, you know, transform.
And they're the only ones.
Unless you're a werewolf, don't get the moonroof.
Car features we love and a few to avoid. We're at the top of the list.
Well, speaking of options, how about opting to add grapes to your diet? Grapes, an oldie but a goodie. They offer some health benefits that we've been taking for granted. So we have some unique ways to add them to your life with recipes that go beyond just picking them off the vine.
Grapes may be the fruit you never knew you needed.
Grapes have so many good properties to them, and not only that, but they're great for cardiovascular disease and heart health.
To learn the benefits, we spoke with registered dietitian Ashley Hawk. So what is the difference between red and green grapes?
The red grapes have a property in them called anthocyanins, and that's actually what gives them this red color. So green grapes are essentially a red grape without the anthocyanin in them, which is why they don't have that red color. It's that quality right there in the antioxidants, in the anthocyanins, that is going to have all those heart-healthy nutrients. It's got the antioxidants, it's got the flavonoids. These are the things that are actually going to be able to help your heart health, and they're going to decrease your risk for cardiovascular disease.
So when grabbing for grapes, she says consider going for red over green. Next up, grapes are packed with nutrients.
They're high in fiber, they're high in water, they're high in vitamin K, the potassium, and on top of that, they have got different properties in them that can even boost your workout because it makes it easier to get your blood flowing because you've got that natural sugars in there.
So she recommends to incorporate a cup of grapes daily in your diet to really see the benefits.
1 cup of grapes is just about 100 calories, and in there we're getting about 2 to 3 grams of fiber and all those natural sugars. So this is a really great snack just to have on hand and enjoy as is. And in about 5 grapes, you're getting about 15% of your vitamin C for the day.
So we've pulled together some fun ways to get your grape on.
So I love doing frozen grapes, and what I like to do is instead of ice cubes, I put frozen grapes in my water. It cools it down, and when you're done drinking it, you have a delicious little treat at the bottom. So this is a whole grain rice cake, and what we're gonna do is add a little bit of whipped cream cheese, and then go ahead and decorate it with the chopped grapes there. We're calling these little fruit tarts or little fruit pizzas, and then you could add some nuts as well.
I feel like grapes are the unsung heroes.
Absolutely, of the produce world sometimes,
Really?
right?
This is fantastic. A great snack. It's very easy to make, very light, but also has a lot of nutrients.
And don't think we forgot about dessert.
So here I've gone ahead and made a classic blueberry muffin recipe, but instead of blueberries, I put in the red grapes.
I love that.
And they're diced up and they're so good. And we're also gonna make a mug cake, a grape mug cake. And if you're not familiar with what that is, a mug cake is essentially a single serving dessert or cake that you just put in the microwave.
For the full recipes, head to thelisttv.com. We're keeping you healthy with grapes.
Your name says a lot about you, which is why one of the biggest decisions made by new parents is what to name their baby. Teresa Strasser has a look at trending baby names, and some of them are kind of surprising.
Each year, the Social Security Administration puts the top 1,000 baby names on its website.
You learn so much about American culture really delving into baby names.
We turn to HuffPost senior writer Carolyn Bologna, who writes articles about surprising baby name trends to get her insight on the list.
In 2021, about 3.65 million babies were born.
And out of those, here are the most popular names.
For girls are Olivia, Emma, Charlotte, Amelia, Ava. For boys, it's Liam, Noah, Oliver, Elijah, James, and William.
James and William were widely used 75 years ago, so those two have staying power.
Liam is a nickname for William that was more popular, I believe, in Ireland. That has made its way here.
Now for some unique trending names.
I think parents are looking to give their children names that not everyone in their class has.
So newer names are replacing more traditional ones.
The name Grace is less popular than the name Nova, and the name Christopher is less popular than the name Maverick.
But these numbers are from last year, before the movie Top Gun Maverick came out, so she thinks it might be even more popular next year. Also, more boys are named Giovanni over George, and Legend is used more than Max. And for girls?
One of the fastest rising names is the name RAYA, which is interestingly also the name of a very exclusive dating app.
RAYA is a dating app for celebrities and influencers.
But also there was a popular animated movie, Raya and the Last Dragon, that also probably helped put that name out there.
And fewer than 100 girls were named Tracy, Caitlin, Gretchen, or Lacey last year. Finally, Carolyn says geography also plays a part.
Ezekiel is nationally number 53, but in New Mexico and Hawaii, it's a top name.
Paisley is popular for girls in West Virginia and Mississippi.
States that don't really generally conform to the big East and West Coast cities and things that sort of drive popular culture are actually like forging their own trends.
Charlotte is number 1 for girls in many Midwestern states, and even though Liam's number 1 nationwide, William is tops in the Deep South. See the top names in your state at thelisttv.com. We are keeping up with the trends, baby.
Still to come on the list.
All right, let's go.
Get a fast workout for your entire body with boxing.
You can burn up to 450 to 1,000 calories.
Plus, find out where the Zippo got its spark.
Kind of a friend that you have for a lifetime.
And discover the lasting musical legacy of Sir Elton John.
I would put him just a small step behind the Beatles in terms of his significance.
Next on the list.
YouTube, this is an interruption, and yes, I know interrupting is generally considered rude, but here's how I'm going to make it up to you. By asking you to please subscribe and ring that little bell to turn on notifications. Now, how does that help counteract this act of rudeness? Well, because you'll never miss a minute of the list, that's why. All right, now back to the show.
Welcome back. And KG, most of us would love the combo of burning off calories while at the same time burning off stress.
Yeah, well, it turns out you can. You just have to hit something.
So violent. Fitness studios that offer high-intensity interval training are now adding HIIT boxing classes to their lineup.
Yeah, so look out. I am climbing into the ring to help punch up our workouts.
Wiggle your fingers for me.
It's time to put your boxing gloves on.
All right, let's go.
And get ready for a new workout.
Your heart rate's up the whole entire class.
Boxing fitness instructor Ramsey San Miguel at Body Scottsdale is getting us in shape with HIIT boxing. Starting with the benefits.
Typically with boxing, most people think that it's just an upper body workout for most people when they come up here, but they don't realize the cardio component where you're toning your arms, you have to work your core. You're gonna feel strong, you're gonna feel powerful. Nowadays, I think it's huge for self-defense mechanisms. So having fun learning combinations and going hard, I think it's just a different way for people to honestly increase their fat loss.
And if you're the one who has bad knees or an injury, don't worry because HIIT boxing is a low impact workout.
It's gonna allow you to still work in a way where you're not gonna feel it.
So how long is a class typically and how much can you burn?
So every class up here is usually 45 minutes to an hour. We like to say 45-50 is a sweet spot with a warm up and a cool down involved in it. But then also, depending on the size of the person, you can burn up to 450 to 1,000 calories.
Next, we're learning the basics.
First punch we're gonna throw is our jab. So your jab, front side, it's also considered a number one. Hands come up, elbows in. When I punch through, I'm rotating my hips and my thumb is rotating down. Perfect, yes, just like that.
Another need to know move, crosses.
Hands up, elbows in, crossing your body. We're rotating, getting that full rotation through that hip, adding that power. Next one, we're gonna add that front hook. So our number three here, soft bend in your elbow, your thumb is gonna rotate up and you're coming around the side at an angle. Yes, good, just like that.
I'm not imagining myself hitting anybody, but if I were, oh, you better watch it.
Now that we've got the basics down, it's time to do the workouts.
Typically in a class here, we'll have a combination on the bag, we'll go on the floor for cardio, we'll go back to the bag, we'll do the same combination 4 times, and then you're done with it.
All right, let's head to the bags.
Perfect.
And how long do you do this for?
20 seconds. Good. Awesome. All right, 10 seconds, taking it down. And resting.
Woo! Oh my gosh, how was that?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
That was such a great workout.
Good.
Fantastic.
Good.
What do you think? Am I ready?
Oh, you're more than ready.
Right,
be careful, be careful.
Watch it. Watch it out there.
We are getting you fit with HIIT boxing.
It stinks when we spend our hard-earned money on something we need only to have it break or wear out. That's why it's great to find companies that will stand behind their products for the long haul. We're running down brands that offer incredible lifetime warranties on their products. Coming in at number 1, Red Ox.
So as a parachute rigger, our motto was, I will be sure always. You can't cut corners. We've embraced that sort of design and build quality through everything we do. We don't compromise.
And you won't have to compromise on options. They offer 50 models of bags in 13 colors.
There's more where these came from.
The company prides itself on customer satisfaction, offering its Red Ox No Bull lifetime warranty that covers all product defects and even unexpected damage to their bags.
A lot of our products are based around life in Montana and active lifestyle. Goods that, can take that sort of abuse are few and far between.
For more information, check out redox.com. At number 2, Darn Tough, Vermont.
We have one mission, and that mission is to produce the best category-specific socks for the outdoor and the casual and the lifestyle market that anyone can buy.
Producing a multitude of styles and colors, the company operates entirely under one roof right here in the US of A.
We hand inspect every single sock at the machine, and then every single sock before it gets packaged is again hand inspected before it goes into a package, before it gets shipped out to the consumer.
The company promises to replace your old socks with no questions asked or even proof of purchase. Simply complete their online form, mail in your damaged socks, and voila, your new socks will be on their way.
And we guarantee them for life.
Get the deets at darntough.com. And third on our list, Zippo.
World War II made us what we are today. GIs coveted the Zippo lighter.
With over 600 million lighters made, Zippo is celebrating its 90th anniversary this year.
There are thousands and thousands and thousands of different images that we put on the outside of a Zippo.
The company claims to repair mechanical damage to any Zippo lighter, regardless of age or condition.
And when you think about a person going through their life carrying that same Zippo, kind of a friend that you have for a lifetime.
Check out their latest designs at Zippo.com. Those were 3 products with amazing lifetime warranties that you might want to check out. Lots more coming up on the list. Stay with us.
We are back. The legendary Sir Elton John has been on tour packing arenas with legions of fans. And if you were not one of the lucky ones to grab a ticket, well, don't worry, because the last U.S. stop of his farewell Yellow Brick Road tour will drop on Disney+. Now, before settling in for that show, Jackie Danker is celebrating his amazing career by checking out some of the legend's greatest highlights.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elton John!
Time to celebrate one of the most prolific musicians of our time.
What can you say about Elton John? He's one of the most popular and creative singer-songwriters of the last 50 or 100 years.
Jem Aswad, deputy music editor at Variety, helps us celebrate the Rocket Man with some of the reasons why he is a living legend. First up, his unmatched decades-long career.
What I always found most impressive about him as an artist was just how incredibly prolific he was in the first 5 years that he was really very famous. He almost defined the 70s in a way.
Since then, he sold over 300 million records worldwide and has had over 70 top 40 hits in the UK.
He has almost a superhuman gift for music.
A talent that comes alive during his live performances.
He's a magnificent performer. He knows how to make himself magnetic.
He's currently on his farewell Yellow Brick Road tour, which last month became the 3rd highest grossing tour in history.
It's really just an absolutely world-beating talent.
And if being a showstopper wasn't enough, he's also a head-turner with exuberant style.
His fashion and style is completely unique.
A flamboyant look filled with rhinestones, glitter, and glam.
He wore outrageous glasses. He wore headdresses. He doesn't go quite that far these days, but it's not low-key. So he does not disappoint on that count either.
Finally, beyond the spotlight, Elton John is also widely known for his charitable work and philanthropy.
He gives back in so many ways.
Most notably through the Elton John AIDS Foundation, which he established in the early 90s and has made him a pivotal voice in the fight against HIV and AIDS.
Elton John, big picture, I would put him just a small step behind the Beatles in terms of his significance, the impact he's had. It's like with a career like that, you could talk all day.
And that's our celebration of the icon that is Sir Elton John.
All right, KG, I saw Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road tour over 2 years ago, and that was supposed to be his final tour, and he's coming back to town again.
Yeah, it seems like it's bothering you a little bit.
I feel a little lied to, yes.
Well, Jimmy, it sounds like you might be heading towards an artistic divorce with Sir Elton, and this would be the time for it. Getting ready for divorce season. is last on our list. That's next. Welcome back, friends. It is time for what's last on our list. Well, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes January, and then comes divorce.
Right, that's not how that rhyme goes.
Yeah, well, maybe not, but according to this article from fatherly.com, divorce month is quickly approaching.
Yeah, the interest in splitting up spikes so much in January that one lawyer even refers to the phenomenon as the New Year's resolution divorce.
I mean, I know the holidays are tough, but was Thanksgiving dinner really that bad?
Now, according to the article, chances are the holidays were just a tipping point and that the problems have been festering for a while. But wait, there might be help. They have tips to save your marriage, so grab a pen, grab some paper, grab a prenup just in case.
You never know. Okay, let's start with communication. They say couples who can talk about their issues, family, finances, or anything else stand a better chance of making it through to the new year.
All right, here's another tip. Learn how to navigate conflict by asking yourself, how do I take care of my partner at this moment?
Okay, that seems counterintuitive during a conflict. Like, why do I care about my partner at this moment?
Okay, they figure you'd be rolling your eyes at this tip, but they say it really works. So give it a try, and apparently touch is helpful during conflict. Studies have shown that small gestures of affection like hugging or holding hands during a conflict can make both people feel less reactive, more connected, and better able to communicate effectively.
Well, that sounds delightful, Jimmy. I feel like we may have single-handedly helped couples stay together.
And I hope that's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Okay. YouTube, thank you for watching this whole entire episode. I'd love to give you a participation trophy, but we haven't reached the point in the metaverse where I can actually hand you things. But please know that everyone who works on the show here truly appreciates your support. A couple of quick favors. Please like this video, leave us a comment, and subscribe. It helps us out. And bonus, you'll never miss a list. Speaking of which, what do you know? More episodes of the list. It's binge time.